Hi friends, how are you? Today in this video I'm making a very big announcement. In this video I'm launching my first business. Now this is not a business idea that is just going to revolutionize the whole industry and is going to generate billions and billions of dollars in revenue stream for me. This business is about solving a very basic everyday problem that I faced as an international student when I was moving to New Zealand, and that I can see other international students struggling with it as well. In 2018, when I was doing my research of coming into New Zealand was still not the most top 5 preferred study destinations for most international students. We would get competed by USA, UK, Australia, Canada, other European countries like Germany and Finland as well. New Zealand was probably on the bottom of the list for any international student. And because not many students were migrating to New Zealand, there was not a lot of information about New Zealand on the internet. This is when I started to do my own research. I started to go to career fairs, started reading information online, talking to people in New Zealand, connecting with educational advisors back in India. And I found that there was a real gap in the market. I sat down with my educational agent and I asked her, have you been to New Zealand? Have you studied in New Zealand? Have you worked in New Zealand? And she said no, but she had sent other international students to study in New Zealand through to her. That answer was not enough. That just meant that I had to figure out and I had to do my own research and just use my agent as a facilitator who is going to do the documentation of getting my student visa application. But everything else, like coming up with the course ideas, finding out what the pathways are for me, doing my own research had to be done by myself. The more research that I did, I was feeling that quite demotivated, honestly, because I was not able to find a lot of information about New Zealand. Now, this was before COVID-19 had taken over the world. This was before AI and the way we process and generate and look up information. That is when I was burning out by Googling hundreds of hours trying to find information. And I wish there was a book, a website, a course, a student navigator that could just help me process this entire information, the entire journey, give me the complete picture so that I can understand what time, resources, efforts do I need, instead of just drip feeding the information to me. Because drip feeding honestly was making me feel overwhelmed. I felt like I didn't know what was going to happen next, and I just felt demotivated completely. It got to a point where I didn't want to talk about New Zealand at all. It was around that time when I started to write my own notes, write my own blogs, started recording myself and just capturing the journey as I went through. Cut to 2025, I'm a permanent resident. So I started in 2018 as an international student, but in 2025 I became a permanent resident of this beautiful country. And as soon as I achieved my permanent residency, I actually got headhunted. I got headhunted by an education provider. They reached out to me and they said, Ginny, would you like to promote New Zealand as a study destination? Now, in my span of staying in New Zealand and living and going through the various visas, people have reached out to me. My friends have reached out to me. My family has reached out to me, and they would always ask that, how did you do this journey? How did you think about studying in New Zealand? And I would answer all their questions, and in an informal, non-corporate, personal relationship kind of point of view. And I would just say, yeah, look at this link, go to this course, or check out this website, and that would be the end of that conversation. But when an education provider reached out to me, that just validated everything that I was doing in the past 7 years, past 8 years of helping people do their research and helping people make decisions for themselves, whether they want to study abroad, whether it is going to be New Zealand or not. And that is when TechMed Pathway was born. TechMed Pathway, the name came from Technology Medical Pathway to New Zealand. So we are focusing on bringing technological people from technology background and medical background into New Zealand for study pathways, because that is where the real skill shortage is, and that could lead to PR pathway options if that is something that international students like you are aspiring for. So setting them right on the right study program from the get-go so that they are aiming towards the goal that they want to reach, that is permanent residency eventually. We set up the business, we secured our partnership with the education provider, we reached out to a top immigration lawyer, we secured partnership with them. In New Zealand, what happens is ex-international students who have gone through this journey of, from various visas and secure their permanent residency, often they are the people who feel like because they have done this process, they are in a better position to guide other students who want to come. So there was another agency which got in touch with me, and we got headhunted, and they said that we would like to secure the partnership so that you can reach out to the youths of India and Sri Lanka, and help them make study abroad options, and if New Zealand is one of the options, and we can use our story to motivate and inspire other students. And that is how, after 10 months, so it's been 10 months now that I started my business, and in the 10 months, these are the partnerships that we secured. We received more than 150 inquiries on all our social media platforms, and out of that we have done 2 complete student visas, and both our students have come here. They have completed their 3 months. One of them also brought their husband and their daughter as well, and they are together as a family in New Zealand. So you can see that the need for an international student navigator still exists, because people can research all the information online, but they just want someone who can sit down and go through the process with them. And this is what we do at TechMed Pathway. We sit down and we map the entire journey. New Zealand is very different than other study destinations. We partner with you because it takes a little bit of time to come to New Zealand. So it's not about hiring a professional. You are not hiring us, or we are not hiring you. We are partnering. We are working in a collaborative format. In New Zealand, professionals value their time more than they value money. What they are looking for is value alignment. What they are looking for is client fitness, whether I'm able to work with this client or not. I'm going to cover the cost as well. What is the cost of working with us? We might seem like very premium, very fancy, very boutique-like, but in honesty, the way the New Zealand education system is set up, professional advice to students is actually free. It's free of cost. So every advice that I give you, once you have enrolled with us, once we have onboarded you as a client, once we have figured out if we can work with you, if I can pitch your story to other colleges, if I can help you with your student visa application, then it is absolutely free of cost. The student visa application is free of cost. We are not charging for our time, because we believe in your story, and we know that you are invested in your success and New Zealand's success. You see, New Zealand is my home now. This is my home. This is where I live. So I am invested in the success of New Zealand as much as any other citizen or permanent resident is. When you have reached out to work with us, to partner with us in this journey, what I am doing is also I'm checking with you are the right person who will help, who is invested in their career, who can actually work towards their success, and how will you fit in the puzzle of New Zealand's success as well. And then overall it is a win-win for both of us. You also get what you want, New Zealand also gets what they want in the skill shortage area. So we are only working with clients that we feel are the right fit for our business. And that's absolutely true. I'm not targeting the whole market. I'm not targeting the entire Sri Lankan market or the entire Indian market. We're only targeting people who are just like me, just like us, who are growth minded. They are open to putting one leg outside their comfort zone, who are invested in their professional development, people who actually know how to communicate effectively. They know how to show up professionally. Those are the kinds of people that I'm attracting in my business. So if you are someone, then you should definitely reach out to me. Be thinking, what are my qualifications? I'm a certified education advisor. I'm a certified professional trainer as well. I have a bachelor's degree in marketing. I did my graduate diploma in tourism and hospitality, level 7. I have navigated the entire immigration experience, student visa, then I went on post-study work visa, essential skill work visa, then I got the resident visa, then I got the permanent resident visa. So I've completed the entire journey. I know the entire map. I know the entire process. So working with me will mean that you are taken care of. We are invested to find out what study pathways will lead you to your final goal, whatever that goal is. And we will work backwards from your goal to finding what the right options are. Because in New Zealand, there are 8 universities, right? And there are more than 400 colleges at different locations. So you have a variety of options that you can choose from. Let me explain you how does the entire process work, okay? Once you have booked an appointment with us, we will sit down with you and understand that why do you want to come to New Zealand, and that is your story of sharing the process with us. Then we find out where you are in the journey. Have you completed your IELTS? Have you saved enough funds? Are you ready in the next 3 months to come to New Zealand or not? So based on which bucket you fall in, we will give you the support that you need. Once we know that you are quite ready to move to New Zealand, that is when we start doing move you to the next stage. Then we start to do the career coaching, and we find the best courses that are aligned with your journey, with your aspirations, with your goals. Once we have done the career coaching with you, we give you all the research that we have done, and then you choose the course that is best aligned with you. Once you have chosen the course, then we reach out to the college and we help you meet the entry requirements. So getting your academic IELTS or PTE, getting your transcripts translated in English, getting you ready for writing your statement of purpose, or even preparing you for an interview. And once we secure a conditional offer letter, that is where we hand you over to our immigration team. That the immigration team will start the student visa application, and we will support you in that journey by helping you collect all the documents and making sure that you are writing the right statement of purpose and preparing you for the interview for the student visa application. Once you have secured your student visa, that is when we will start training you for pre-departure as well. This is about what to pack, how to clear customs, immigration, biosecurity, all the little things, thinking about accommodation, all those things that you need to think about. We will help you complete the checklist. So once your pre-departure is done, even booking your flights as well, some clients reach out to us and they say that we need help booking flights. We'll help you book the flights. Pre-departure, then you come into New Zealand, we set the expectation of what you have to do on your first week of New Zealand, that is orientation week, what you have to do within the college, what you have to do outside the college. And once you have completed your arrival, that is when we reach out for a career coaching session. So we look at your CV, we look at your cover letter and see how you can create your own CV and New Zealand style CV and cover letter, and give you some insider tips and knowledge of how the market works, and when we set you off. And that is where the journey completes. That is where the entire process completes. And this entire process is absolutely free of cost. We're not charging anything from you, but anything outside of this process, for example, if you have faced a student visa decline, there's a little bit of complexity around that will require more professional hours. IELTS or PTE coaching, if you want us to come and pick you up and show you around your city, which is available on select cities, or if you want ongoing career coaching and support, so those are the add-ons which are sitting outside of this freemium tier. How can you support my small business? If you are someone who is an international student who is currently feeling stuck, overwhelmed by the entire process, don't worry, we have all been there. What you can do is you can reach out to us by booking a call, setting up an appointment, and understanding where you are currently in your journey of moving to New Zealand. And we will be happily have a consultation, a free consultation with you to help you find what are the next steps that you need to do when you are coming about thinking of New Zealand. So once again, thank you so much for staying with me in this video. Please like and subscribe and share this video with someone who needs trusted, genuine advice from ex-international students turned permanent residents. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.